Hello, Barbarian Assault has 4 roles: Attacker, Defender, Collector and Healer. To obtain the torso, we will need at least 375 points in each of these roles, and once you have watched this video, you will know how to get them. You will start off with Collector to get the feel for the minigame. As a Collector, you will be scrolling. The order you want to have is Collector, Attacker, Defender, Attacker, Healer. This to make the starting spots more convenient for each player. Once you have a full team, click the ladder and start running. To avoid luring healers, you want to run west around the western cannon. Once you are on your way northwest, use your horn to call the style shown in the corner. It is advised to have always right click on. The eggs you're going to pick up will also be shown in the corner. These eggs you can use to load the cannon, but I wouldn't advise doing that unless you have red eggs and your defender or healer is struggling. Instead, just keep collecting to get the most possible points from the round. Once you have a full inventory, you can destroy your eggs and keep collecting more for additional points. When a wave ends, you want to close the point screen as fast as you can manage and stand one step north of the ladder. Wait for a person to go out and in of the room. This is called quick starting. When you get the message that a player has left your team, scroll him again and click ladder to do the rest of the rounds. On wave 10, you get 80 points no matter how many eggs you have collected. So unless you're going to get some red eggs to speed up the round, just collect one egg to make sure the cannon is preloaded for the queen. Once everything has been killed, the queen will spawn. Get one yellow egg and pass it to the healer. Go back to the hill again and stand 2 squares behind the loader and wait till you receive the omega egg. Make sure the loader is still preloaded. Once you have the egg, wait for your team to be by the cannon and load the egg. If your team managed to kill the queen with enough spam clicks, you have finished your round and your collector role. If not, then do it again. Once you have finished your collector role, you'll be getting your attack points. For this you will be killing the penance fighters and rangers in the northwest corner of the map. To be able to damage them, you will need to use specific attack styles that is shown in the corner. You will be using the 4 attack styles: Controlled, Accurate, Aggressive and Defense. I suggest you use a weapon with all those 4 attack styles, like the scimitar. Once you are geared up and ready to slay the monsters, you want to go to wave 1 and find yourself a team. When you have started wave 1, then do like the collector role and run northwest of the cannon to avoid luring the healers. Make sure to turn left click where available back on. You will be using the horn to call for collector. Normally there are 2 attackers, one who attacks fighters and one who kills rangers. This is done to maximize the damage dealt. When you have completed a wave, you want to quick start to avoid waiting. This is done by going out and in of the room. To do this efficiently, you want to click in front or behind the door before clicking it. This way, you avoid the delay you get if you do click it. Once you have went in and out of the room, run to the square north of the scroller. If you do lure a healer and you are done or almost done attacking, then run to one of the cannons while making sure it doesn't poison you to make it easier and faster. On wave 10, you will have an even smaller area to stay in while staying away from the healers. You want to stay west of the spikes between the fighter and ranger spawn. Because you get 80 points no matter what for this wave, don't be afraid to get scores. When you have killed the monsters, go to the hill and shoot healers if collector loaded red eggs. If not, then wait. When queen spawns, go to the west area of the map, between the poison and lava crater, to efficiently pass the egg from healer to defender. When you have done that, go to the cannon and spam the omega egg. Once queen is dead, you should have all your attacker points necessary to buy a torso. The next role you will be attempting is defender. Although it may seem difficult, it is extremely easy once you have learned it. First thing you want to do as the wave starts is to click the dispenser and then run up to the trap. Drop a wrong food on the way. Drop 3 food 1 step north of the trap and 1 food west of the free food. This is the placements for the correct food. When you place the food, you will need a hammer and a set of logs. Pick up the logs and drop a wrong food beneath it. From wave 2 to 4 you want to pick up 1 log. From wave 5 to 7 you want to pick up 2 logs. And wave 8 to 9 you will pick up 3. Once you have picked up the necessary amount of logs, go back to the trap and wait for the runners to come. Stay on the food until all of the runners are next to you. Take 1 step south and stay there until all of the runners are dead. After you have killed the runners, new healers will spawn and try to poison you. To lure those healers, simply take a few steps east as shown in the video. When you are placing your food, a healer may spawn and follow you west to the attacker's side of the map. To avoid this, simply let it poison you by the main stack. On higher waves you want the healers to aim for the healer to make it easier. To do this, simply delay yourself for the healer. Wave 10 will be different because the east hill is gone. To start off wave 10, go to the east trap and drop a few wrong food on your way there. Place 3 food west of the trap. Run north and place 1 correct food on the north spikes. Grab 2 logs and go back to the trap. Fix the trap and wait for the runners. Once the runners are dead, go to the west cannon and wait for the queen to spawn. When queen has spawned, wait for the attacker to give you an egg. Use that egg on the lava and give it to Collector. Go to the canyon and get ready to spam click the Omega egg to kill the queen. Your last role is healer. When you start a wave, you want to click on the healer dispenser and run north of the eastern canyon. As a healer, you want to use your food as effective as possible. One food deals 50 damage over time, so for the first 5 waves, one food is all you need to kill the healer. The first 2 waves are simple enough, but from wave 3 on, all healers won't spawn at the same time. This means you will have to kill one healer to make a new one spawn. On wave 3 to 5, you need to kill one healer for the last one to spawn. On wave 6, 8 and 9, you will have to kill 2 healers for the 2 last to spawn. On wave 7 and 10, you will have to kill 3 healers for the last 3 to spawn. So what you want to do is to get the healers out as soon as possible and use your remaining food to kill them. But don't spam the food and healers unless every remaining healer has already been poisoned enough to die. At start of each wave, make sure to poison all of the healers to spawn. As soon as a healer is below 50 life points, one food is all it takes to kill it. As a healer, a job you have is to heal your teammates if needed. You can do this by using the spring in the south of the map. Click it to heal yourself and regain run energy. Right click it and click Take From to fill your vial. Using the vial on your team will heal them, but I wouldn't advise doing this before the higher waves. On wave 10, wait for the Collector to give you a yellow egg and use it on the poison crater. Give it to attacker and go to the canyon and kill the queen. Also, make sure you have filled your vial in case you need it. And hopefully, now you should have enough points to buy yourself a torso. Here are some things I haven't explained. And here are some more things that you want to know before you get yourself a torso. I made this guide for you guys who want a torso but don't know how to get it, and I hope you have found this video at least a little bit helpful. If not, let me know why in the comment section so I can work on improvements if I create a new one. I have made this guide simple, so if you want to know more about the roles I haven't explained, have a look at the guides in the description. And with that said, have a nice day. And if you question my credibility and just think I'm a noob from wave 6 talking nonsense, then have a look at this. Yeah, I have a father hat too.